Welcome to Sincerely Me, a podcast about self-discovery and inner work so you can cultivate a deeper relationship to yourself and show up more fully in your work and life. My name is Talia Deljoux, and I'm honored to be your host. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode's a bit different. It's not a full solo episode. It's not an interview, but instead what I'm going to be doing today is sharing my top 10 favorite questions for reflection. If you've worked with me as your coach, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that I'm a big fan of questions, and I believe that questions can be such a powerful way to journey into the process of self-discovery, to do inner work, and to really dive into reflection. So that's what I'm going to do today, share my top 10 questions for reflection. So if you feel the need to take some time and space for yourself and want to journal, these are also great journaling prompts for you to use. If you do want to reference these later, you can download them on my website at taliadeljoux.com/reflection. So one thing to note before I list off the questions is that they all stand alone, as in these questions don't build off of each other. They can definitely relate to the same situations if there's something in mind that you want to reflect upon, but they also stand alone as powerful questions on their own. So the first question for reflection, again, a great journaling prompt to use if you're sitting down and just wanting to kind of dig deep and figure out how you're feeling and what's going on, is what is my body trying to tell me? What is my body trying to tell me? Number 2, what am I looking for? And more importantly, what is looking for me? What am I looking for? And more importantly, what is looking for me? Number 3, what am I hiding from, ignoring, or distracting myself from? Number 4, in what ways am I limiting myself right now? Number 5, what rules am I living by? What rules am I living by? And where did I learn to live by these rules? Number 6, what do I know to be true? What do I know to be true? Number 7, who do I choose to be when I release all judgment of myself? Who do I choose to be when I release all judgment of myself? Number 8, what is trying to emerge from me? What is trying to emerge from me? Number 9, what emotion am I feeling right now? What emotion am I feeling right now? And number 10, what would it look like to step into fear? What would it look like to step into fear? Instead of resisting it, instead of fighting it, what if I stepped into it instead? What would that look like, and what would that do for me? And that's it. 10 of my favorite coaching questions to use for reflection, to use as journal prompts, and to maybe stir up some thoughts that will help you uncover what's holding you back, that will help you uncover what you want, that will help you get a little bit unstuck and bring some things to the surface that maybe need attention, which is the bonus question. So I lied, there are 11 questions. The bonus question is, What needs attention that I'm not giving attention to? What needs attention that I'm not giving attention to? Hope you take the time to sit down and put pen to paper, to put words to your thoughts and your feelings. This is where the work starts for so many of us, because we start to hold ourselves accountable to doing something with what comes up. But a lot of us, again, ignore, distract, hide from the things that we don't want to feel. But what are you resisting? Okay, fine. Question number 11. No, 12. Dang it. I was trying to stick to 10. But question number 12. What am I resisting most right now? Okay, I should really stop there. This is the blessing and curse of being a coach. All your mind comes up with are questions to ask people. If I could sit down with every single human being in the world, I feel like that's the question I would ask them. What are you resisting most right now? Ooh, I'm going to start asking that on the podcast. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, now this is just becoming a rant. But I hope you all, again, take some time and space to sit with these questions. Again, they can stand alone. They can all be answered in one sitting. Use them as you wish, as you need. And if you uncover something along the way through these questions, if you come to a realization, if you come to the recognition of something that needs attention, don't judge it. Observe it, watch it as it arises, and be curious about it. That's the fun part in the coaching process, is acknowledging what needs to come up without judgment and just approaching it from kind of a third-party perspective and being curious about it. Where did this come from? What does this say about me? What's the story I'm telling? This is also giving me so many ideas for other episodes. Yee! So excited. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to reach out, if you want more questions for reflection, if you're like, holy moly, this is fun. I know. I love doing this stuff. So feel free to reach out to me. I am on Instagram at Talia Del Jus. My podcast email is sincerelymepodcast@gmail.com. Last thing I wanted to share in case you want some more food for thought. So this week in the Inner Work Circle, which is the year-long coaching program that I run for small groups of women, the theme is ownership, taking ownership over your successes and no longer attributing your successes to other people, to luck, to working hard, but instead to things that are internal to you, which of course has sparked some conversations about imposter syndrome and the fear of failure, the fear of success. So we've been sorting through some reflection questions. We've been making declarations and kind of giving ourselves permission out loud to fail. And it's been really, really awesome to see how much unfolds and how much resistance we let go of when we give ourselves that permission and when we step into our power and take ownership over the results we've seen, the things we've accomplished in our lives. Again, that's one of 52 lessons we're covering in the Inner Work Circle. Every week we go into another facet of self-discovery and inner work. Every month we come together as a group to discuss what came up and themes for the upcoming weeks. And then we also meet for retreats, and we're solidifying some details for our first retreat. For the August cohort, we'll be meeting in Austin, Texas in February, and I'm so incredibly excited to meet these women in person. If you're interested in learning more about the program, the next cohort begins in January, and the waitlist is available for you to add your name to. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. If I said that already, I actually mean it this time. Hope you have a great week. Happy reflecting, happy journaling, happy turning inward, happy cultivating this deeper relationship with yourself. It is one of the most important and vital things we can do. Catch you on next week's episode. Sincerely, me.